They don't really run all of their tools and things like that on 220 because it's too dangerous, because it's too much power. If you get like hit by that much current all at once, it's more guaranteed to kill you. So what am I doing? I'm running a 220 circular saw in the rain.
I'll hold the wood down.
Thanks. With no grounding wire.
Typhoon winds. Oh my god, it's a typhoon.
So I'm sitting here going, I don't care if it's straight. Cool. That should fit.
It should?
Yeah. I mean, it's 4 feet high, and that's a 4-foot opening.
Well,
Yep,
one would like to think so. However,
back to the saw.
I'm Joanne Elliott. I'm the festival director. This is the island of Inishbofin, a little island off the west coast of County Galway in Ireland.
That time in Stephen's Green, how lovely it is. When he plucked not a 4, but a 5-leaf clover, a 5-leaf flower off a patch of clover. Said we couldn't sit on the clover, says he.
Now there's still those areas where we're having difficulty getting the words. And I think that is going to take the mechanics of the blocking to help you.
We're going to run lines and then do a run through, or are we just going to run lines and walk the lines and do them too? I'd like that.
Do you like to walk the lines?
Yeah, a line through on our feet.
The movement, you know.
Yeah.
In 1977, there was an American poet named Deborah Toll who lived here. And it was Debbie's idea to have a festival. At that time, it was a fantastic undertaking because there was very little accommodation, and the venues were not as good as they are now. We didn't have this big community center, but it was a very successful festival.
Fiona, says he, pats the velvet soft revenue. He put his hands into and into me over and over again through the years. Put his hands into the green, the spring, into the magic once in a day, and bashed the bits.
I need not tell you that my problem is I don't have enough time. I have to make enough time. So I'm not coming in here tomorrow. My head is in that script. And that doesn't mean that I'll have it tomorrow. And the same is with you, I'm sure. So we have to just keep playing it and playing it.
Since we've had this building, the Community Resource Center, with a big auditorium, we are able to have big bands. Before that, we just had a marquee or used the schoolhouse, which is a lot smaller.
Line.
What do I have?
What do I have if not the past? What do I have, I ask you?
No.
The owl.
No, no.
In the middle of every now is a big fat owl. Owl fecker. Owl, owl fecker. And in death, no, Laura.
You choked.
You choked with debts and, sorry, Elaine.
You choked to death with the debts.
With the debts and a house and filled to the brim with ghosts.
There's things with costumes that involve rigging and different things that I don't want us to find out Thursday that, oh, we were doing really well, and now the stress, I can't move it and I can't walk in it, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I have that whole rig.
We can do that.
I have the whole, I'm going to do the underwear and stockings tonight that I have, and don't you laugh.
I got an email one day from our server in Galway to say that he came across a message of somebody looking for her roots on the island of Inishbofin, and he passed this message on to me, and I emailed her, and we had a correspondence going back and forth, and I put her in touch with some of the people I thought she might be related to. And then she and her husband arrived in the spring and came to visit me. And when I told them about the festival, it just sort of happened.
Up over the back garden
Over the housetops.
up over Dublin with her beautiful houses, small as your fist. There's me Dublin going forward into the day.
Out and out over the dim blue hills.
On up over the mackerels.
Away we went, the full
We
speed.
flew and we flew.
We went and we went.
And we flew straight into the mouth of Mars.
Okay, stop. Let's try that again. From, if you're following us in the hymn book, page 88, can we start from Master? I turn to go back into the house, and I need you both to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
But if it's a build, it should be a build in volume as well as excitement. Okay, volume is less important than excitement. Because you're seeing the toppling of what's happening over the hills, over the trees, over the. This is very difficult material, and I commend you on trying to get off book and not trying to get back on. For those of you like myself who picked up the script, I didn't want you all to suffer through the slings and arrows of my misknowledge, so I just kept going and picked the script up. But let's persevere.
The play was written by an Irish American whose father was a very well-known actor in Dublin.
Won't it be good to sleep in our own wishy beds? First time in 35 year. Will last it rash.
And tomorrow, we might even get the builders in.
Or we might move to Maspeth, Queens.
Maspeth? Queen?
Maspeth, Queens, America. You'd have no past there.
Oh, I'd be the new man in Maspeth, Queens. America. What might lie there? Yeah. Well, let's take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we'll be in Ireland.
A week from today.
We'll be there.
It would be 5 hours.
It would be about 10 o'clock at night. We'd be on
10
the
o'clock at night. We'll be in the house.
Yeah. Learning our lines.
Maybe the
no
book
doubt.
will be
I will be at the pub.
My name is Fergus Burke. I'm a famous photographer. Brilliant landscape photographer. Well, at least I'm working on the idea of being a photographer.
So what we should do is probably push everything back, assemble.
John,
Bill.
did you see Carrie Lee's script? Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, good.
There's no sense in not taking it. Oh, I do need room for a pack of sheets of gel.
Let me print 15 more of these.
So last time you'll see me.
Can you change the toner for me, pretty please?
No, what's the time for a toner to go?
I'm here in Inishbofin because I have an exhibition of prints of the landscape of Connemara, which is just across the other side of the sea.
We could have waited till around, 4 o'clock or maybe 9 tonight.
It's good enough.
No.
We decided to do it now because it's more stress and tension.
This Inishbofin is a fabulous place. The motor cars over here are like something out of Mad Max. And yesterday when I got off the boat, I got a lift in a van, and I got a lift off to my place. About halfway through the journey, this very handsome, wonderful-looking American lady called Lynn got in. I introduced myself to her. And I said, "Are you part of the festival?" She said, "Yes." I said, what connection? So she told me she's putting on a play.
There.
It's written by the daughter of John Malloy. And I said, "My goodness, I know John Malloy. I knew him very well. I photographed him many times."
Just unloading at the curb.
You're going down the runway, and as this plane starts to lift in the air, the wings kind of buckle. They're built to do that.
I know how to do this.
What a wonderful piece of serendipity that was.
Come on in. Oh, there.
How do you think it's going to work having an American company come over here and do an Irish play?
Well, as long as I don't try to use Irish accents, I don't mind.
No, we can't really drop it anymore.
No.
Only has to last a night.
Only has to last a night.
When I came to myself, that's what it was. I coming back to myself after the mistake. Me raising the flashing blade and it coming down. I only wanted to save me ma.
That time in Stephen's Green, how love begins when he plucked not a 4 but a 5-leaf flower off a patch of clover. Said we couldn't sit on the clover, he said.
I don't know which is which. This is obviously black, but
Yeah, this doesn't, the other two don't say.
Dew, the velvet soft red of you. He put his hands into the green of spring, the magic once of a day, and bashed it to bits.
Get out in that bit of day and see what a world it is we live in.
Sick to the duns with you, dancing in the door, 4 o'clock in the morning with your sword, your gimcrack, your scheming tripe.
Want Milky? Want it, Milky?
Sorry, Doc.
Oh, rip you!
Ah,
Go there.
with your gladiating here. You'll knock his brains into the lino.
I almost died.
I almost died, was almost gone from this world.
And wouldn't that have been good?
Do you still need the gaffer tape?
Hang on a second, I'll let you know.
Bobby! There you go, damn. She's dying, she's gone. She is mine and she is gone. Me daughter, oh my daughter.
Line.
Oh, Brillo.
Oh, Brillo, brilliant piece of business this.
She's killed now.
Back off, Rasher.
That's her gone.
I'll get yous both. I'll string yous both up like a side of lamb.
Shall I shut him up, ma?
Hit him the once with a flog and a whack. Go on, give him a smother.
When we come back here this afternoon right away, we should move the fireplace back a little bit to see what kind of space we have. See, that's the
I
thing.
did
that-
pull the edge back a little
Okay,
bit.
that's what's hurting us now. We don't know the size of the couch, so therefore
Right.
we don't know
Where's
how to
the
space
couch coming?
ourselves.
I'd like to welcome everybody here today.
Sure.
But I think
As
we
soon
have
as
to
it
make
can
it
grab
happen.
him.
You know, I think we can't
Okay.
say, well, we'll get it today. No, I think we have
Well-
to get it today by 2 o'clock.
Sure, it's really a great occasion for us all.
We know who's running sound?
I'm running sound.
Okay.
You've seen a lot of Americans wandering around tonight.
We know there's a chair at the house. I don't know where the sofa's coming from. That was our friend.
That
Jerry.
was,
Jerry's going to get that for us.
9 of them are from Theatre Outlet.
Well, I think we really fell behind when the lumber didn't get here on the boat fast enough. So
Yeah, and we had to
we're trying to
sit.
catch up, but now we
we're
have
catching
to
up with new information
we
too.
have
That's
to
where
double
we need the
speed
girls.
at this point.
We're going to put on a play tomorrow night called Crack Skull Row.
for your sake of presence of mind as an actor and a director, all those things are looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I've gotten some really good answers.
But I
we're
need
free
to
proceed.
know today at 3 o'clock what the couch is and what the chair is and get it here so that we know how to work with
Okay.
it.
We had a big thing about that on the radio this morning.
We only have tomorrow to do the lighting and sound
Okay.
and the play. That's
Yeah.
it, one time. That's all we get.
Okay.
And then perform it.
Okay.
So it's kind of frightening because now we're
Yeah.
taking down the set and then putting back the set.
Yeah.
It should be very exciting, and I hope that you all enjoy it.
You do not.
I'm here with William, who's been here 4 years in a row, and he's very taken with the island, and he's been to the Arts Festival twice before, I think.
And I come down from Dublin, and I'm down because I was at the last Inishbofin Arts Festival and really enjoyed it and came back.
I've just come along to see what the Arts Festival's all about, and it's quite breathtaking. You actually feel as if you're part of the community.
Our name is the Theatre Outlet.
I'm from Edinburgh, and I've come to visit my sister, who lives here. I thought I'd have a visit at the same time as Fest was on, so I could see a few things. So far, it seems very good.
And we're located in Pennsylvania.
I live in Inishbofin. I live here all the time.
She arrived here about 5 years ago for a visit and never left.
We're the first American theatre, as I understand it, to have been invited to come participate in this arts festival.
Well, once you arrive here, it's hard to leave. It's such a beautiful place.
And we couldn't be more proud to be here.
Why are you in
I live in Inishbofin. I belong to Inishbofin.
So with great pride, we present the world premiere of Crack Skull Road. Please.
Piss-sticky brood with your sticky seat in there. It's a ruin and a shame to them that came, but then they're rubbish.
Till I'm squandered in there, twisted, till all I see is them.
That was very moving. Wonderful. I loved it.
I was very impressed with the acting.
I really enjoyed it. I thought the action was great.
I enjoyed it immensely.
My wee Shira Shirua.
Aren't you the hard man?
I'm here. Look at me.
Brilliant, excellent, they were fantastic.
Plenty of food for thought. I enjoyed it. Very good.
The older man, top class, really was very, very good.
From him, away.
The plot I thought was a little, twisted, but it was great.
It was brilliant. It was really brilliant, sir.
The actors were incredible.
It was one of the best pieces of theatre I've seen in quite a while.
A lot of thinking went into that, so I'll have to do some thinking now.
It was a little bit difficult because, I suppose, as an Irish person, I found there's a range of accents in it, maybe a little bit northern, southern, but it doesn't really detract from the performance. I mean, the main thing was the acting, really, and it was superb.
Oh, I'd be the new lad in Mass of Queens. America. What might lie there?
Thank you.